We all love a good world record, right? The fastest, the highest, the longest. But what happens when pushing the limits goes too far? Today we're diving into world records that are so extreme and dangerous, they should probably never be broken again. These aren't just about skill. They're about surviving the attempt. First up, imagine being buried alive, on purpose. One man set a record for the longest time spent in a coffin underground, lasting over 60 hours. That's more than 2.5 days with nothing but darkness, the weight of the earth above you, and a very limited air supply. The risks were astronomical: suffocation from a lack of oxygen, the coffin collapsing, and severe psychological trauma. Experts agree that this is one record where the line between bravery and recklessness is razor thin. It's a terrifying feat of endurance that no one should ever try to replicate. From being buried alive, let's move to a record of sheer brute force. We've all seen strongman competitions, but one record involved a man pulling a weight so immense it literally tore his muscle fibers. The human body is incredible, but it has its limits. In this attempt, the strain was so intense that doctors who examined him afterward issued a serious warning. They stated that repeating such a feat could lead to permanent disability, severe internal injuries, or even a heart attack from the incredible stress. It's a stark reminder that some records aren't just about strength. They're about how much punishment a body can take before it breaks. Now, let's plunge into the deep, dark ocean. Free diving is a beautiful sport, but the record for the deepest dive without any breathing apparatus is a chilling tale. The diver descended to a depth where the pressure is crushing, enough to squeeze the air from your lungs. But the most dangerous part was the ascent. As he came back up, he suffered from shallow water blackout and lost consciousness just meters from the surface. He was rescued, but he was moments away from a fatal accident. This event highlighted the extreme dangers of pushing the body's oxygen limits in an environment that offers no second chances. Next, a record that seems simple but is deceptively brutal: the plank. Holding a plank for a few minutes is tough for most of us. Now imagine holding it for hours. The person who set the world record for the longest plank suffered from severe nerve damage in their arms and back. The constant pressure and muscle tension caused long-term issues that required extensive physical rehabilitation. It's a testament to mental fortitude for sure, but the physical cost was incredibly high. It goes to show that even seemingly safe exercises can become dangerous when taken to the absolute extreme. Feeling hot? How about eating the world's hottest pepper? One record breaker decided to take on this fiery challenge, but it was far from just a spicy snack. The intense capsaicin in the pepper triggered violent physical reactions, including uncontrollable seizures. A full medical team had to be on standby, ready to intervene at a moment's notice. The experience was described as pure agony, causing everything from hallucinations to a feeling of being on fire from the inside out. This is one hot record that's just not worth the burn. Let's talk about something we all need: sleep. But one student in the 1960s decided to see how long he could go without it for a science fair project. He managed to stay awake for an astonishing 264 hours. That's 11 days straight. But it came at a serious cost. After just a few days, he began experiencing mood swings, memory lapses, and severe hallucinations. His cognitive functions deteriorated rapidly. The experiment became so dangerous that the organizers of world records decided to stop recognizing any future attempts, deeming it too risky for human health. If you're finding these stories as wild as I am, take a second to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Your support is what allows me to keep digging up these incredible facts and bringing them to you. A quick click from you makes a huge difference for the channel. Alright, back to the extremes. We've talked about the deepest free dive, but what about just holding your breath underwater? The record for the longest static apnea breath hold is over 24 minutes. To achieve this, the athlete hyperventilated with pure oxygen beforehand, a technique that can be extremely dangerous. Doctors have called such attempts reckless, as they can cause serious lung damage from the pressure, and lead to blackouts that are often fatal if the person is not immediately rescued. It's a silent, deadly challenge where the competitor is literally a breath away from disaster. From water to ink, let's look at the world of tattoos. A record was set for the most tattoos given in a 24-hour period. While it sounds like an artist's marathon, the real risk was for the people getting inked. Rushing the process increases the chances of unsanitary practices, leading to skin infections, bloodborne diseases, and poorly executed art. The immense physical toll on the artist also raises concerns about quality and safety. After this record gained attention, many in the tattoo community called for stricter regulations, emphasizing that body art should be about quality and safety, not speed. Now for something that will give you chills: the longest ice bath. One person endured sitting in a tub full of ice for a time that will cause severe hypothermia in almost anyone. The body's core temperature plummets in such conditions, which can lead to organ failure and cardiac arrest. This record was highly controversial, with medical professionals pointing out the immense life-threatening risks. The body's fight to stay warm in such extreme cold puts an incredible strain on the entire system, making it one of the most dangerous endurance records out there. If ice doesn't scare you, how about bees? A man set a record for enduring the most bee stings, willingly letting thousands of bees sting him. He was covered in them. While he hoped to demonstrate something about pain tolerance, the attempt nearly turned fatal. He went into anaphylactic shock, a severe allergic reaction that can close up the airways and stop the heart. It was only thanks to immediate medical intervention that he survived. This is one record that proves you shouldn't mess with Mother Nature's tiny flying defenders. From cold to heat, our final record is the longest time spent in a room with extreme heat. A competition to see who could last the longest in a sauna ended in tragedy. The intense heat, well over boiling point for water, literally cooks the body from the outside in, causing severe burns and organ failure. After one competitor died during an attempt, this type of record was rightly banned and condemned worldwide. It's a horrifying example of a competition that crossed the line from extreme sport to a deadly game. A record that should never ever be attempted again. If these insane records shocked you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps us keep bringing you more mind-blowing content. Some records are meant to inspire, but others are a warning. They show us the very edge of human endurance, a place it's not always wise to visit. Which one of these records shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and can't wait to hear what you think.